Okay, today we are going to talk about working a power hours. This week, Bethany has already talked about your list of people, and this is the great time to implement that list, how to get those invites out in an effective manner so that you're not overwhelmed by 100 people. I know that I'm like Bethany. The first time they said you need to have this big, huge list, I was like, I don't have that many people, but you really do. And if it's easier, I like to break mine down into 5 to 10 people each week, and then I can focus at each day. I'm only dealing with 2 to 3 invites that I'm sending out, and that can be initial formings with people. It can be follow-ups with people you've already initially sent an invitation to. It can be invites to challenge groups. It can be whatever you want. All those people represent various steps on where you are in your invitation process, and so I just break it down into 2 or 3 people. I use a planner. I actually have a new planner coming in. This is my planner from last year, the planner pad, but really anything that has something that looks like this is going to be helpful. You need to be able to break down what you're working with and see it very clearly in buckets of what you need to do. So I like to write down each week on Sundays. I kind of like to schedule out my whole week. It's an easy way for me to kind of visualize the way I need my week to go. I mean, obviously, it doesn't go as planned every single day, but I have an idea of what I'm working with. I know that in the mornings I get up and I do my workout, and I spend about 20-25 minutes doing morning power hour things. I kind of split my day up into 2 30-minute sessions. If you have an hour during the day, you can do it all at once, but I tend to split my heavy lifting work up into 2 parts during the day. I do mine first thing in the morning, and I do it I work until like early afternoon, and so when I get home from work, while I'm waiting for my other son to get home, I have about a 30-minute window, and I knock out the other part of my half hour. So what I do is I take the names that I'm going to be working with, and I write them down at the top, and I write what I'm doing with each person. See, follow-ups, this is the free group invites, 30-day invites. If I had coach ones, I would write coaching things down there too, and then I can see clearly who I'm speaking to each day. As I think of new people, I'll jot them down at the bottom, and then I will, if I have time, I'll send it out this week. But usually, if I think of new people, I roll it over to the next week so I can kind of more visualize what I'm going to say to the people, because I don't like to sound cold call-y. Because that's not what we're about. We're really genuinely trying to invite people to what we're doing, and they can tell when you're like, hey, out of the blue with no purpose to your invitation. I also utilize a notebook. This is where I write down like all of my other thoughts after my schedule. So I have both things. I know that seems like a lot, and it might be kind of daunting, but I'm an emerald personality. If you haven't done the GEMS test, you really need to do the gems. While I seem fun like a sapphire, I am really organized with my stuff. So that really helps me plan out my whole week. I know that in the mornings I'm going to spend time, and I'm going to sit down, and I'm going to formulate what I'm going to say to people, how I'm going to say it, who I'm talking to, and it's not blind. You're not just sitting there going, oh, who can I talk to today? You have an idea in your head already for that day. It comes so much easier once you start the flow. So once you've got all your invites out for the day, then I kind of I keep my phone handy, but you guys, I was social media addict before I did this. If you're not like me, I get it. This takes a lot of wrapping your head around that you actually have to put yourself out there and talk to people. So I am always attached to my phone to answer questions, but I'm not blind to my life except for a half hour during the day where I'm focused on Beachbody business, because once that stuff's out of the way, the rest of the answering stuff is it's quick and painless, and I'm in and out quickly. But you need to focus at least a half hour, 45 minutes each day on how you're going to push your business forward, because it doesn't push itself. I spent a year just kind of sitting back and hoping, people will see what I'm doing and they'll come to me. And they did sometimes, but ultimately you have to go to them. People are not they'll answer you, but they're not going to jump on board unless you ask them to jump on board. They're never going to say yes unless you ask them. They're just not. So make your plan at the beginning of the week. Pull out your planner each day and look, I'm going to talk to Lori and Alyssa and Mary and Marty today. And those are your people you're going to talk to, and that's it. And mark them off your list, move on to the next day. And each day it will get easier. And then each week you've already talked to those people. You're not stalking the same people you stalked last week. You're starting fresh with new people. It really does flow that way once you get a rhythm. So this first month, like say we take February and you start after this week, you've made your list and you're starting February fresh. Split that list up. Itemize who those people are. Are they new? Are they old? Are they follow-ups? Like how they are, and then just break it down each day, week by week. And then you'll make your notes. They answered me. They didn't answer me. They said check back with me next month. Done. I won't talk to that person again until the next month. I don't want anybody to feel like I am stalking them. But at the same time, I don't want them to forget that I remember that they wanted to talk to me. So these are just some pointers that to get you guys going. I'm going to put some notes underneath this video to kind of talk about my things that I utilize for the week. I don't want to talk forever, although I probably could. The first time I heard utilizing a power hour, it was very overwhelming. So feel free to answer any questions in the comments and we can talk about it. I am so excited you guys are here this week. You have no idea. This is going to be really fun.